It's much easier for us to take people who've worked in facilities and teach them computer than to take computer people and try to teach them what it's like in a bakery. We're going to talk a little bit more than just sanitation. We're going to talk about food safety is including maintenance, it's production, it's everything about having a product that's to specification, food safe, that leaves the plant. That's what food safety really means. It's not a segmented, oh, I'm just the person in charge of keeping the plant clean. I'm not just the person who's in charge of making sure that I made the product to specification. I'm not just the person in charge of making sure the equipment ran correctly. Food safety means the product is correct for the consumer. Anything less is not food safe. With so many buzzwords going around nowadays and the popularity of technology, it's being oversold. Sometimes common sense is just leaving people's minds. So things are being sold, oh, we need to have this technology, and then people are buying technology, but they can't tell you why they bought it, how they expect to get any results from it. I'll give you an example. One of our clients, we asked them about putting some sensors in one of their plants to take advantage of a food safety system we installed. And they said, well, we put those same things in a new plant that we built several years ago, and we haven't done anything with it. So my question back to them was, well, when you put those in, what was your plan for them? You didn't just buy them and spend the money without having a goal for them. And then I kind of got the look of, well, yeah, we really didn't have a goal. And that's kind of what's happening. Or people who are buying things without an understanding of who they're buying them for. So there's a lot of technology being bought for food safety that really affects maintenance, or things being bought for maintenance that affects production. It's not being looked at as the entire facility. It really starts when the product is being imagined, through being ordered, through the ingredients, through being produced, through being shipped, delivered, and consumed. One of the issues is trying to get past certain politics. Every department kind of wants to own their thing and be so that they can remain relevant. One of my new favorite phrases is, you don't have to be a hippie to be holistic. Okay, so it's okay to stand back, take a look at the entire facility and say, what piece of information can I get and will help everywhere? And that's the first thing to strive for. Get that piece of information and then get it to everybody. Don't silo it. Silo is only for bulk ingredients. It's not for data. It's not for information. Get it to everybody and get it helpful. Technology is more ubiquitous. You can't imagine what it's like not to have a cell phone. You can't imagine what it's not like to not have a computer. Yet in a facility, we may have ovens that have been put in place 30 years ago before some of these things were even thought of. So by taking a look and saying, what simple technology can we put into place? And then keep in mind that the cost of the technology has dropped. Even technology that may have been around a long time, and if we couldn't deploy it 10 years ago and we can deploy it now, the cost of for example, the sensors has dropped drastically. The cost of the communications, getting information from one place to another, has dropped drastically, and the speed has increased tremendously. And the cost of storing that information has dropped drastically. And this is something that I point out in almost every time that I speak, because taking a look at it with a fresh eye, you can say, if I had this piece of information, what could I do with it if I could get it quickly and be able to act on it quickly? Things that it would have been too expensive to do years ago can be done literally for a few $100s now. People want to be alerted that when there's a possible problem in a facility, and to be able to have managers being alerted and say corporate managers being alerted before a problem leaves the facility. So to be able to get that information, say from an older piece of equipment, a person would have to pick up a phone, would have to notice a problem. They would have to be very proactive to do that. Now, literally for a small amount of money, just understanding and planning and putting something in place, the system can alert the people on the plant floor, possible problem, they can correct it. If they don't, then their managers could be alerted. And if they don't do it, then corporate level could be alerted before the problem ever leaves the facility. Each year, it's people look at it and they go, well, I looked at it a couple of years ago and it would have cost me $100,000 and to do a large project. So they think they can't do it, but they don't look at it again. And 3 or 4 years later, and that $100,000 project may now drop to $10,000. That's how fast this technology, the price dropping is. We're at certain points in time, things happen quickly to improve the reliability of something and drastically reduce the cost. We see time and time again a facility that doesn't do something as simple as having production, maintenance, and sanitation, having representatives walk together from front to back on each production line before they start. They have much higher issues than facilities that choose to do that. Having 3 people from those 3 departments check out the production line before they start operations, they find that they have much less consumer complaints, much less breakdowns during operation, and much less food safety issues. BakingTECH is the best place for bakers to network and learn the deep details of the baking industry from other bakers and vendors, and really get a good idea of where the industry is and where the industry is going, and be able to trade ideas and be able to see those ideas that they're talking about this year and see them come to fruition next year and what's going to happen in the future.